In this video, we take a look at a DIY all-in-one In this video, we take a look at a new DIY all-in-one scratch instrument, a new streaming service for DJs to share and stream their mixes, and Denon updates their Engine Prime software. Find out more coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video. So one thing I really love about the DJ scene and the music scene in general is the DIY aspect of it. We've seen people create their own synths, as well as modding gear, as well as creating new pieces of hardware. And now we're seeing the development of a new all-in-one DIY scratch instrument called the SC1000. This comes to us from Andy Rostari Tate. He's created a unit that has all the pieces you need to go ahead and get your scratch on, much like the portablist scene has their portable turntables, and you might need other parts such as a thing to play beats on, such as like a tablet or a phone, or maybe a portable speaker. This is pretty much all in one. So it's one unit that houses a platter, a crossfader, as well as it being powered by a Raspberry Pi, so you can load media onto it such as scratch samples, as well as beats to play on. Now this unit currently looks really DIY. I could see with further development it could look a little bit more polished, maybe a nicer case, but just as a proof of concept, this thing is awesome. Not only do you have the ability to take this thing that's super small, about the size of a CD case, on the go with you. You could stick it in your bag. Shoot, you could even fit it into a jacket pocket and cut wherever you want. With a crossfader on it and a small platter, you get some nice cuts on it. Go ahead and check out the video. I'll go ahead and link that down below. It looks really cool, and I'm really happy to see the portablist movement not only developing, but kind of evolving in this sense, going from just portable turntables with external faders, and now they moved on to having faders built into the turntables, and now taking it a step further and making whole new instruments based on the whole portablist movement. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely check out that video like I mentioned down below. Really big shout outs to this guy creating this new piece of gear, and I really hope he continues development on it, and I can't wait to see where this leads in the future. So in the past, we've seen things such as Turntable FM or Chew.tv that allows DJs to kind of share and stream their mixes, but we've seen those services kind of phase out as none of them really seem to be popular enough to maintain the kind of user base needed for a service like this. But we have a new entry in this realm called Q. Now Q looks to be a place where a DJ can go ahead and pick a time slot and go ahead and stream his live DJ set, as well as interact and chat with the audience as well, all from one app for iOS or Android. Q uses a DJ software's ability to go ahead and broadcast, so things like Virtual DJ and Tractor that can go ahead and broadcast directly out of the software, or if your DJ software doesn't support this, or you're mixing on something that doesn't use software at all, such as actual vinyl or CDJs with USB sticks, you could use a service like OBS to get that broadcast out and then hook it up to the Q app and get your mixes heard and played and streamed through this service. Now, it's really cool to see another entry into this realm, but it looks a little bit clunky in my opinion, just that you need the software to work with this iOS or Android app to get it out, and you have to pick your time slot. You can't just stream whenever you want. You have to pre-select a slot that you want to play in. But it's really cool to see that this idea of DJs wanting to come together and stream, and not only just stream mixes, but maybe you want to cut back and forth with somebody, just cutting and juggling and maybe getting a practice session in that way, and streaming with other people across the world and getting feedback from them. So I like the fact that more software developers are kind of trying to push that kind of software forward, and having a place where DJs can collectively go and get feedback and maybe even gain an audience with their mixes and their music. But I'm curious to see where this goes and how it develops, and if it really becomes popular, because that's what's happened in the past with things like I mentioned, like Turntable FM and Chew.tv. It just really wasn't picked up as a go-to place to hear DJs play and hear DJs mix. So hopefully Q ends up being the one that knocks it out of the park and becomes a new platform where DJs can go ahead and share their music, and I'll definitely be following them, and I think you should as well. And finally, Denon has updated their Engine Prime software to version 1.2.1, and this new version includes two really big updates. First, the software also includes an update for the SC1000 Prime player, as well as the new SC1000M, with the motorized platter that I'm really in love with and can't wait to get my hands on. But the bigger part of this update, in my opinion, is that it finally includes the update for support for the MCX8000. Now, the MCX8000 is Denon's flagship DJ controller with support for Serato DJ, as well as formerly their engine software. Now, with this new update, they get the ability to use Engine Prime, which is the software that their flagship mixers and media players run on. And previously, the owners of the MCX8000 were kind of left out in the cold and didn't have the ability to use this new software with better features, but now they've finally gone ahead and updated it, and now all those MCX8000 users can finally use Engine Prime. Now this is huge because Engine Prime now allows import from other DJ software such as Serato DJ and Traktor as well. So if you're a user of those softwares, getting your library transferred into Engine Prime is a lot easier than it would be to transfer it into something like Rekordbox, which in most cases, for most people, they need a third-party piece of software such as Record Buddy 2 to get all their information and metadata transferred. Now I'm talking about things as cue points, loops, crates, all of that stuff. Now with Engine Prime, if you're a Serato DJ user, all that information can be transferred without the use of a third-party software, which is great. And in my opinion is a big deal because it'll make DJs that are thinking about moving away from Serato DJ to playing on USB sticks or SD cards or something like that, you know, if they're choosing between Rekordbox or Engine Prime, the process of transferring all your information from one format to the other is so much easier because it's all done in one software. So if you're looking to make the move from using your laptop to DJ to just DJing on USB sticks, Engine Prime really does give you a great reason to at least consider moving instead in the direction of Pioneer to moving towards the Denon format. So that's it for the news this week. So question of the day, have you ever tried to live stream your mixes online? And if so, where? And if you have, are you interested in a service like Q? Go and leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe to this channel. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.